Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Woo, folks, the time has finally arrived. We are at the season 3 finale of Squid Game, and it is going to be wild. I got a feeling this is going to be a heartbreaker. Look, it's all about Ji-han in my view, so let's see what he does.
Oh, this is going to be epic. I am definitely ready, willing, and able to see this finale.
Yeah, coming into season 3, wasn't sure what to expect after an incredible seasons 1 and 2. Hard to follow up after that, and they have absolutely crushed it. And I am keeping my fingers crossed, hoping and praying that this finale is everything we hope it's going to be.
I can't believe we're actually on the final episode. The first season took the world by storm. And now we're finally on the last episode. Man, just bring it home and let's hope it's good. Let's go!
Uh-oh. Looks like my garage door opener just called it quits.
All right, this should be a quick and easy job. All we have to do is replace the motor. I'm thinking maybe an hour tops.
You want me using this ladder?
Hey, look, the other guys brought the fiberglass ones out to another job. This is all we had left at the shop. I'm sure it's gonna be just fine.
Looks like Noah used this thing to build the ark.
Guy, it's gonna be just fine. It's a quick, easy job. We're not going up that high. Just don't worry about it. Look, I'm counting on you.
Counting on you. Counting on you. Counting on you. You know, he's always counting on me. Let's look at this thing. Oh no. Oh. Ah, my leg. My leg. Ah! Ah!
You're gonna need some help with that. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, with more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client. But this guy is worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But this guy doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. When you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company. If you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can click the link in the description, www.forthepeople.com/medicine, to see if you have a case. This guy did. Now he's back in the game.
Tell him.
아니요. 저는 한패가 아닙니다. 저놈들한테서 도망치려던 겁니다. 확인할 게 있으니까 움직이지 마.
There you go.
당신 그 게임에 참가한 겁니까?
Sure was.
네. 거기서 도망쳐 나온 겁니다. 어디입니까? 그 섬.
Straight south.
Yeah, he's been heading straight north.
저기.
Oh, you can even see it from here.
Shutter Island.
That ain't Shutter Island. What the hell's going on here? That was probably the quickest intro we've had.
Yeah.
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 How long is this one?
Like an hour.
55 minutes, so that probably
they
means
didn't-
50 minutes.
They didn't give us the hour and a half finale.
아이는 괜찮아요?
참가자들은 다음 단계로 이동해 주시기 바랍니다.
Well, now.
What if the ultimate sacrifice is from 333, knowing that Ji-han will probably give all the money to the baby, and that's where the baby...
Because he knows that he got all the, I don't know.
I just think
Baby
Ji-han's
still
going to
needs
return the favor.
Baby still needs a father. Well, if you ever need to make a Carrier
Did he
on the
really just?
jacket.
아이만 넘겨.
Here we go.
Holy
당신은 거기 남고.
what?
What the hell is he doing?
He's got to make it across for the round to start.
그게 무슨 뜻인지 알아?
Holy shit, he doesn't care about the baby.
그럼 다음 단계엔 너와 이 아이 둘 중 하나가
Exactly.
Yep.
알고 있어.
Yep. Right to the end, he doesn't care.
This mother.
Well, there goes my theory.
네 손으로 이 아이를 죽이고 그 돈을 가지고 여길 나가겠다고.
아이 넘겨.
5분 후에 다리가 끊어집니다.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Looks like 333 has found the safest and surest way to win this game.
This is a hard choice for 4, 5, 6.
잠시 가보셔야겠습니다.
That's everybody from this game.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. Damn, is she going to sacrifice herself to bring the whole inside down?
She's going to burn all the files.
She's going to burn it all.
Wow. Yeah, but wouldn't burning all the files hide the evidence of how long they've been running this?
No one's
she's
going to
thinking
come
of it
and-
that way.
Yeah, I don't think the law is going to be
No.
involved in this
List
closeout here.
one, list.
4분 남았습니다.
아이 내 노라니까.
Come on, Ji-hun, just take this mother out.
Yeah, but then it's him and the baby.
When the game starts, that is.
No.
우리가 못 건너가면 너도 죽어.
Oh! Round never
그럼
starts.
여기서 다 같이 죽든가.
What's the point? You idiot. Oh, God.
그렇죠. 섬에서 1km 북쪽 해상입니다.
Half a mile.
느리게 다가오고 있습니다.
Now we're putting frontman in a very curious situation here because now he's not going to be able to watch over Ji-hun.
여기 위치 보냈으니까 2시간 안에 이쪽으로 올 겁니다.
2 hours? Oof.
혼자 괜찮겠어요?
Oh, he's going alone.
전부 사실대로 얘기하세요. 일이 끝나면 모든 책임은 제가 지겠습니다.
He ain't making it back.
하려던 일이나 마무리 잘해요.
Just do what you came here for.
아이 내 노라니까.
내가 낙자가 돼줄게.
He is sacrificing himself to try to keep the baby alive.
당신 내가 호구로 보여? 그렇게 슬쩍 넘어와서
You are an idiot.
난 밀어 죽이고 혼자서 상금 다 쳐먹으려고.
Oh, so he thinks
당신
he's
전에도
gonna.
우승했다더니 역시 대단하네.
Oh!
Yep.
속을 뻔했어 당신 연기에.
날 믿어.
좆가
Trust. In this world?
이 아이 지켜주겠다고.
약속? 누구랑 준이랑? 당신 준이랑 무슨 사이야? 밖에서 원래 알던 사이야? 설마 이 안에서 무슨 일 있었던 거야?
Oh, he's getting insecure now.
Yep.
시간 없어.
그러니까 족가는 소리 하지 말고 애 다리 위에 올려둬.
Place and got fire extinguishers, Dave? Smoke alarms?
Well, you would think they
You
would
would
have
think.
every measure.
See the shark coming
Yeah.
out of the water?
Is that her? Yep.
Yeah, the only way for them.
빨리.
I mean, I see why he doesn't trust 456. If 456 won the last game. And if he thought it would be a good strategy to keep him alive if he had the baby. I mean, I'd be hesitant too.
더.
You think you could make that jump without a bridge?
Maybe.
Grab the knife.
Oh, the knife.
Yep, grab the knife. 40. What the hell is going to happen?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Turn your back. Turn your back.
There, run.
Grab the knife and run. Yep, he grabbed it.
Basically, this dude just said he's willing to throw the baby off now. So if the other guy doesn't come across, then he's got to eliminate the baby. Unfucking
5,
believable.
4.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, he did it with a half the bridge out.
Yep. Went for the jump.
Start the game right there. His foot's right there.
Oh boy.
Start the game. Is that what's going to Oh my gosh.
Oh, an underwater entrance. Just chilling while everything's on fire.
Look at all those.
Man, they know everything.
Oh wow, that was her family.
Yep.
Husband executed.
Oh, daughter gone too.
Well, yeah, they said that
Yeah.
last episode about the daughter, but
The way it's hitting her, having to see it.
그새 생각이 바뀌셨나?
난 자격이 없어.
Thank you.
You don't deserve it.
Hit the button first.
If they don't hit the button, they're still gonna have to take out the baby if they want to live.
You got to hit the goddamn button.
버튼을 눌러주세요.
Yep.
Yep. Baby survives, but everyone dies.
Well, there goes your poll.
Yeah, this is what's happening.
Yep. They're never gonna start the game.
Ji-han dies. And
Jesus Christ. This guy.
hit the f***ing button.
The button is right there. Oh.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter. They're both dead.
Yep.
Unless I see a button get hit, they're both dead.
Yep.
They'll keep the baby alive.
No! Hanging on to the
There's those steps
Yep.
or the rebar.
bar.
Well, if he doesn't pull him up and they didn't start the game, he's still going to have to get rid of the... Or,
No,
Well, he'll
Ji-han will
take out
sacrifice
himself. Yep.
for the baby.
No way
Yeah,
out of
there's
this.
no way that jacket's holding.
Well,
333번.
Unless I'm missing some part of the rules, dude.
No,
but
the round never started.
No,
He's
never.
got to... Somebody's still got to go in this round.
Yep. Yep. Jihan's gonna sacrifice himself. Unless our team makes a save.
Whoa, Peter, someone is climbing back up.
That's 456.
No one's ever won it twice before, right?
unless you count front, man.
They never started the round.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
함정입니다.
Okay, they got there early.
Like, in 2 minutes.
well, mistakes happen, you know.
Well, they might have had a closer boat.
Yep.
Off screen, Dave, off screen. I'm super surprised with how secure this place is. They don't have fire alarms in that
Yeah.
part of the building.
Or like a gas to put the fire out.
We're about to see a whole bunch of sacrifice.
I think you've cash to the baby. Put it in a trust fund? I mean,
Must be.
마지막 게임이 시작되었습니다.
Oh, God.
10분입니다.
10 minutes.
Oh no.
You know, you can still do some work in this place.
Well, her goal was only to just get rid of all the paper trail.
She's going to try to give Jihan a shot, maybe, to make it.
Are we going to get like a missed ending where everything, if they would have just waited like 2 more seconds?
Maybe. That's a solid call.
What are you waiting for, 4, 5, 6? Just to end it already.
I get it. Some goodbyes take time.
I wonder if he's thinking about his daughter now.
let's put that baby way out in the middle.
And dude, what a terrible feeling for him too. I'm gonna sacrifice myself, but I have zero idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
after
no
that.
idea what they're going to do.
He's
Are they
gonna have to bank on like everything is true to their word, and
Yeah. Well, and who's going to take care of the baby? There's
baby
nobody
might not even
left.
get any money because the Coast Guard's right there.
Yeah. So, the whole, like you said, like the miss, the whole thing might be for nothing.
Oh, you all feel bad now, don't you?
No, wait.
Just wait.
Please wait.
우리 말이 아니야. 사람이야. 사람은
No.
We just got a super slow-mo of him going back.
They were building us up to this. There we go. Now she's got a purpose. At least maybe she can take the baby. Who knows?
Well, maybe that's it. She lost her daughter. Maybe she goes and saves the baby.
종료되었습니다.
해경 함정이 섬 쪽으로 다가옵니다. 철수 시작해.
모든 인원은
Game over.
즉시 업무를 멈추고 탈출 장소로 집합해 주시기 바랍니다. 다시 한번 말씀드립니다.
Oh, self-destruct?
즉시 업무를 멈추고
Sure is.
탈출 장소로 집합해
30
주시기
minutes.
바랍니다.
Oh. What a shot that was.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! Let me get a fire hose and get off the roof.
I might have to.
God, if she can get to the evacuation point, she can evacuate.
Well, can she get to the baby in 30 minutes?
Oh shit! They just hit. I totally. They're evacuating with the baby on the platform.
Turn around. Look at that.
Oh, yep.
Holy
Here we
shit.
go. Oh. They weren't windows. Yep, everybody's out of there.
His rear sight was just up, and now his rear sight is back down. Just a little.
Oh, he may had to adjust it when he was on the run. Well, you can't take him out. He's the only one that can save the baby.
Let's think about this.
He is.
Well, because now he's using it. Yep.
왜 그랬어?
You'll never know, dude.
Oh, cold as ice.
Oh shit! Everybody's getting onto the ferry. The Coast Guard.
Is she
would
gonna
catch
be
that
in-
ferry getting off the island though?
Well, is worker 11 in one of the vans?
There she is.
Yep.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Like
What a
the
way
music.
to end on the season finale of just literally it all goes up in flames.
Yep.
Oh Jesus! Showing all the games.
Oh, the piano version of the theme. Love it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's so cool the way they did that shot.
Yeah. Oh, and he actually got out. I was afraid he wasn't going to make it.
Still got a lot of time left. It feels like.
Is this Jihan's hotel or whatever he was using?
I don't know what the support beams going around like that. It feels like it's.
But who's also
Who's
person?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
No.
Oh, holy. Wow.
Barely even put a dent into it.
That is some crisp money.
All right, 6
Okay.
months. Here we are back at our amusement park.
An interesting time jump.
Oh, all right, he made it. Everything's all good.
뭐 하나 여쭤봐도 될까요?
This is interesting.
혹시 봉천동 쪽 사세요?
아니요.
그럼 혹시 여기서 제가 그림 한번 그려드린 적 있어요?
아니요.
He doesn't recognize her.
아, 전에 어디서 한번 뵌 적이 있는 것 같아요.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yeah, you had a little bit of blood loss, so might not remember.
제가 무슨 다른 뜻이 있어서 드린 말씀은 아니에요.
Oh,
전에 여기서 잠깐 일한 적 있어요.
어쩐지 그리는데 자꾸 익숙한 느낌이 들더라고요.
No idea.
That's why.
왔어.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
자, 이쁘게 잘 찍었네.
The bunny.
All made it worth it.
안녕하세요.
아니, 우리 나연이를 아세요?
여기서 일할 때 들었어요. 나연이 아팠던 거.
그러시구나.
건강해 보이네요.
네, 주위에 여러분들이 도와주셔가지고요. 지금은 많이 좋아졌습니다.
Kind of a happy ending for Squid Games. Wow.
감사합니다.
더 이상 아프면 안 돼.
yeah, you don't know what
Had to go through here.
what we had to go through to make sure you made it through all right.
저기 그림이 아직 완성이 덜 됐는데.
다음에 다시 올게요.
아빠, 밥당 까주세요.
까줄게.
Oh, is there going to be something to... Nope. I thought maybe some sort of clue.
여보세요.
또 혹시 나야? 전화번호 왜 바꾼 거야?
누구시죠?
글쎄 내 목소리도 까먹은 기야. 섭섭하고만. 나 남남북녀 방만철이야. 또 혹시 딸 찾아주던 사람.
What?
너무 놀라지 말고 들어.
Well, remember in the second season,
Yeah.
she paid all that money.
Yep.
아직 확실한 건
It's not confirmed yet.
여러 가지 정황상 일치하는 데가 많아. 딸 이름 한송이 맞지?
Holy shit.
Holy sh...
Wow.
That guy she hired, I thought he gave up. Who's getting out of the penitentiary? Is that our crime boss?
Oh, maybe it's our buddy that was uncovering stuff. Yep.
Yep.
연락해. 회사님. 황영!
This buddy.
이거 맛있다. 어디서 산 거야?
제가요 형님 드리려고 할머니가 하시는 손두부 맛집 가갖고 사왔단 게요.
야, 이런다고 네 죄가 줄어들 것 같아? 망 좀 버렸더니 그새를 못 참고 잠을 자냐?
죄송합니다.
아유, 세상에 진짜 불공평해.
아니 형님 죄송은 한데요. 아니 그래도 말은 똑바로 해야죠. 죄는 형님이 진 것이 맞죠.
새끼가. 황영은 이제 뭐 할 건데? 옥직 안 해?
You're going to rebuild somewhere else?
이 난리를 치고요.
Yeah, I highly doubt he's going back.
그럼 나랑 같이 일할래? 아니 대부업이 생각해보면 괜찮아. 모텔에 있던 돈은 진짜 다 없어졌어.
네, 제가 갔을 땐 이미 그 방은 비어 있었어요.
Oh, well then who? Well,
설마 송 사장이?
저도 그랬으면 좋겠네요.
unless it was frontman rebuilding. Who knows?
That's not enough money to rebuild what they had.
If you start getting the VIPs to back it.
Yep.
Most of the VIPs that do back it, they'll do another game. Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
What?
That's what we were wondering. Who was going to take care of the baby?
Guess you've got a baby now.
And all the money.
Holy shit, they kept up their end of the bargain?
Well, frontman did.
Oh,
There it is.
Holy
Gold
shit.
card.
Yep.
Oh, boy. What?
Balance inquiry. It's a lot, Dave. It's a lot.
It's just off. I like knowing the numbers. I want to have a better understanding. Mind your business. I want to know.
Yeah, I would have done the same. 0222.
Yep. Oh, 45 million.
Man.
Probably 20, 30 million.
I mean, what do you tell that kid when it's 18?
33.48 million.
Oh, I was close.
33.48 million.
철아 뭐해? 인사해야지. 주라.
Tying all this up.
많이 컸구나.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's the beginning of season 2 since we last.
안녕하십니까. TA항공 중부 연기행 215편 14시 30분 출발 맞으시죠?
네.
탑승구는 25번 게이트고요. 출발 30분 전에 탑승 시작입니다.
Let's hope this pans out for her.
어때? 느낌 있지?
That's right.
이거 싹 다 고쳐서 라스베가스 호텔처럼 한번 만들어.
Oh my.
들어와.
아니 근데 리모델링비가 설탕이 나올 것 같은데요.
사람 쓰지 말고 우리가 직접 하면 싸게 할 수 있어. 너 페인트 칠할 줄 알지?
아유 기가 막히죠.
The whole hotel. Imagine painting and wallpaper and that whole thing.
그럼 네가 여기 싹.
Well, hang on now.
그럼 내가 너 총집행 시켜줄게.
Well,
your Quinstinct's kicking in?
Well, no.
Just let it play out.
Let it play out.
여기 같은 게 본침대가 있던 자리구만요.
그렇다니까. 어떤 새끼지 10,000원짜리 한 장도 안 남기고 CCTV를 싹 다 지워버리고. 아 참.
혹시 그러면은 응? 그 형사놈이 뭐?
Nope. He already got his.
아니야 임마. 황 형사 걔는 관상이 이런 돈을 삼킬 수 있는 스케일이 아니야.
아니 송 사장 말고는 여기 돈 있는 거 아는 사람이 형님하고 허밖에 없다면서요.
그러니까 말이야. 아, 어떤 새끼가 가져간 거야.
LA.
That's where his daughter went to, right? LA?
Yeah, that's where the money should be going.
Must be the pizza. I'll get it.
Is this going to be front man making a delivery?
I think so.
혹시 여기가 성가영 시점입니까?
전데요. 누구세요?
성균 씨를 아는 사람입니다. 가영 씨에게 전해드릴 게 있어서 왔습니다.
Of course, it has the symbols on it.
Yep.
Come on, Jenny. It's your turn. In a minute. I'll be there.
She learned a good amount of English.
성균 씨께서 돌아가셨습니다. 성균 씨가 가영 양에게 남기신 겁니다.
I'm glad you said something because that'll park the hatred that she just had to make her think for a minute here.
Maybe some belongings and a gold credit card.
Come on.
Sure enough.
Wow, we got to see two kids just get their lives changed, but at a very, very drastic cost for it. Uh-oh, we're still following up with them.
Still got to see what Frontman's up to.
What the that?
What do you think it sounds like?
It's the game. It's the American version.
Well, they are coming out with an American series.
Well, here you go.
It's tying it into it.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Is that Kate?
That's Kate. What is Kate doing in here?
All right, let's go again.
As you wish.
Let's go again.
As you wish.
Leading into the new series.
There we go.
Wow. Bravo.
Oh, jeez.
Not all stories have a good ending, or a happy ending.
Yeah.
You know, for Ji-hun and
Yeah.
but they tried their best to send it off happy.
Things worked out as best as they could, but well, I mean, wow, what an episode. I mean, first off, Bravo and thank you to everybody out there for not having spoilers out there about Kate showing up in the last few minutes of the episode. Wow, what a bombshell that was. And I guess, like you said, Diamond Dave, to lead, or I don't know if it was you answer, I forget, sorry, but to lead into an American version of Squid Game that we're going to have. So that's going to be just wild if that is indeed true and is greenlit and is happening, because wow. Yeah, because I thought this was going to be it. I thought this was going to be the end of Squid Game, but I should know better that when the entertainment industry has something that does very well and makes a lot of money, it's not necessarily going to be the end. When we're just bringing up the Google here to see if there is any more information about an American version of Squid Game. In just the first couple sentences, it didn't look like
I
it.
thouh for sure there was something.
So no confirmation. But I guess they figured, hey, wouldn't it be great if we got just a huge, well-known actor to show up in the finale and just give people the what if, just in case, and that way it leaves it open.
The creator, fucking thing.
If they
creator said didn't end the show with intention. Piece of shit. Didn't end the show with intention of setting up a U.S. version of the games, but if it happens, he'll be watching.
Oh,
yep, he's always watching. But yeah, what a
real front man.
What a way to end it. I mean, look, that just everything that they tied up, and the games essentially ended, when they did, and everything with the island, and I'm thinking like, wow, we still got like 30 minutes to go here. How's the wrap-up story gonna go? And we mostly got as much as you can get from a show like this, given all the death that happens on it, mostly a happy ending. We saw the reunion at the theme park, and everything went well there. The daughter was healthy, even had a little joke there about not getting sick again. And we saw our detective, essentially get all the winnings to help to take care of 222's daughter. And so, give Frontman his credit, and he also gave Ji-han's winnings to his daughter. So give Frontman his credit. He held up his end of the bargain and made sure that everybody kind of got what they earned or deserved, or what he felt would be the best outcome. So that was really surprising. And again, to see,
was it? Because they've lived up to their word on everything.
Well, I figured with all the bombs going off and blowing up the whole facility, we don't know how big the world of Squid Game is, and what resources does Frontman have to pull from once the island is exploded. Now you would think they would have something in mind, given they had a self-destruction switch, that there be contingencies. But, they burned all the files, assuming, all the computers there are blown up. But so that was kind of surprising to me that Frontman held up his end of the bargain and kind of gave everybody the quote unquote happy ending. But maybe that's the effect that Ji-han had on him, showing that, humanity, there is good in humanity because of what Ji-han was willing to do. To make that sacrifice, the same way in season 1 his friend had sacrificed for him so that he could win. So, call it Ji-han still being alive in some way and able to affect Frontman or everybody else, but it definitely made things work out for a relatively happy ending, as much as you could have. So this season was absolutely fantastic. We'll get into the season thoughts here, I'm sure, at the end if we talk about this specific episode, but it did not disappoint. And again, it still kept me on the edge of my seat the whole way through, despite kind of having some ideas of maybe where things were headed. It was executed incredibly well. I loved it. A lot of fun.
Yeah, what a finish. There are some things, obviously we didn't expect to have happen, especially with 333 and Ji-han right at the end. Like, even Ulk and we're all kind of yelling at press the button, because we knew one of them was going to perish before the button was pressed, sadly. And then obviously Ji-han made the ultimate sacrifice. He wanted to be with his daughter. He chose not to, repair that relationship to get back into the game and try and end the games. And he had the chance to sacrifice something, the baby for himself, but he chose not to. And he chose to sacrifice himself, much like he, wanted to work on his relationship. Now this way, with the front man keeping his word or keeping his slightest faith in humanity from Ji-yeon, now his daughter at least gets to live, comfortably for the foreseeable future with whatever was left of the winnings on that card. And then Jun-ho with the detective, what was... honestly, he finally gets to the island, and as soon as he gets there and finds it, spends the last 2 seasons looking for it, gets there, and he sees a timer for 30 minutes that it's going to blow up. So he basically gets there, does a little bit of, search, finds front man, and then has to get out of there before he perishes with all the bombs going off. So that was kind of a kick to the stomach to him because dude, I just found it, and now it's gone.
Yeah, and he can't stop Frontman because Frontman's got the baby.
Yep, and I mean, and but then seeing the 11 that she was finally able to find her daughter, and now is going to China to be able to find her daughter. Hopefully, we can speculate that she does eventually find her daughter and brings her back home. So that was pretty cool. Even the little interaction with 246, not really recognizing her, and just hey, I'll be back next time. You can finish the portrait then. So I thought that was a real nice bow with their relationship right there. And then the nice little cameo by Kate at the end there was awesome. Whether an American version comes or not, obviously we would love it and watch it. But if not, and if this is the end, I really loved this series. It was a lot of fun to watch it, and this season was really good, especially.
Do you guys enjoy when a series is a little bit shorter with the number of seasons and they get in and they tell a complete story like in sub 5 seasons? Or do you guys kind of prefer the Walking Dead never ending?
Just depends.
I mean, it depends on, it really depends on how good they're able to make it. I mean, there's a fine... Look, I'm guessing, you pose a very interesting question because from a financial standpoint, look, these are all about storytelling, but they're about making money, right? And even as you start to see your popularity dwindle and the profits dwindling, as we've seen, let's just use The Walking Dead for an example. Are you still making money? Yes. Are fans as engaged as they used to be? Do the people enjoy the storytelling as much? Of course not. Is there burnout? Absolutely. Are we still making money? Yes. Okay, well, we can keep it going and try to make it as interesting as we can. But the actors and actresses are still getting paid. The people making it are still getting paid. And the networks are still making money. So, as fans, we could say, oh, just end it already, But look, if you're saying, hey, look, we might not be making as much. Now, I would imagine for actors, actresses, directors, producers, things like that, maybe they have to pull the plug at some point because they have other projects that they might be working on. But, I mean, how much stuff have we seen Andy Lincoln in?
Yeah.
Since Walking Dead, did he get typecast as Rick Grimes? Look, we've seen some people be able to do very popular shows and not get typecast, and we have. And we've seen Denai has done, the Marvel stuff, but how much stuff has she been in? Mm-hmm. Of course, John Bernthal's been in a lot of stuff, but he was only 2 seasons as Shane.
You should phrase it as what has she done that's been that kind of popular.
That's been popular. But in any regard, I don't want to get into Walking Dead too much here. But I think so. For me, this was perfect. Would I have liked more Squid Games? Absolutely. Am I excited if there's going to be an American version? Of course. I don't think they've exhausted the level of interest you get just from watching adults die in kids' games. You know what I'm saying? Like what American look, red light, green light, that's very much an American kids game as well. But they did some stuff here that wasn't necessarily, popular over here. Jump rope, of course, anywhere. But I think you could absolutely do an American series and have a few seasons and have it be every bit as popular. But I don't think they need to go any further with this story. And for me, they ended this perfectly. I think everybody agreed that season 1 was incredible. It was something totally new, captivated the world. I mean, just a cultural phenomenon. Everybody went and watched it. Season 2, you had mixed reactions. I thought season 2 was great. And I honestly, season 3 is new, and I haven't, as you said, Mason Quinn, people haven't been dropping spoilers, so that's awesome. But I don't know what the general consensus is, but I thought it was great. I thought they did a great job with this. As far as this episode goes, though, I don't see. This is a perfect ending for me, and I mean absolute perfection. Yep, Ji-hun didn't come in and take down the whole thing, but was that going to be believable? That the one guy comes back and implodes the whole organization? I mean, he kind of did. They had to blow up their island location at least.
But it's not truly over.
It's not truly over. So you get the end of that particular island. Look, they gave us a lot more warm and fuzzies than I thought we were going to get here, right? So we had Ji-hun's daughter that got his money. Player 222, the baby, got their money, so they delivered like they said they would. They gave us player 246 is back doing characters, and his daughter is healthy. I mean, I didn't think that was going to happen. Number 11 is off looking for the daughter. Now, they didn't guarantee it, but there was some hope, and they made it sound good. And I like that they wrote that in because they left a little bit of a question mark, but you thought it was going to be good. So they gave you a little, it wasn't like overly cliche. Yep. Of course, we had our guy who spent some time in jail. Him and his buddy are going to open up a hotel, a Vegas-style hotel.
Ji-hun's hotel, that's the Pink Hotel.
Yeah, so the Pink Hotel. And then the way they ended it with, even if they're never going to make an American series, the way they ended it with saying, hey, look, this is taking place all over the world. Yep. So if you thought this was a Korean operation and that was it, no, this is all over the world. And they kind of already alluded to that because they made it seem as though the VIPs, different accents and things like that, the VIPs were coming from all over the world. So the fact that you have an American version, well, now it leads, is there a version in Europe? Is there a version in Russia? Is there a version in Australia? Is there a version in South America, Brazil?
As long as there's debt and greed, you're always going to have a Squid Game.
Look, this episode was perfection for me. The way they set it up at the end of the last episode with 333 and Ji-hun going into the final. They gave us so much drama there. You found out that 333 was ready to sacrifice that baby and take all the money,
was all lie.
Which was wild. On the flip side of it, we've grown to know that Ji-hun is he's a moral guy. But from 333's standpoint, that's one thing I didn't see coming, and I hadn't really considered previously. Is he's probably looking at 456 like, dude, you took my baby as nothing more than a pawn, hoping that other people would leave you alone because you have the baby, right? Which it's like, okay, no, I'm not going to spoil.
Well, I mean, and at the end, he didn't drop the baby at the end.
He didn't drop the baby, no. But so we've seen in other film and TV, people who are in precarious situations grab the child so people feel sorry for them. One very, very famous, which we won't get to because it'll spoil whoever. But again, that's my baby, or that's my child, or I need the child as nothing more than a pawn for their own self-interest. So it was very understandable that that's what 333 thought about 456. At the end, it was crazy because the VIPs were all like, okay, he's gonna drop the baby. They were waiting for it to happen. Oh, this guy, nobody's ever won twice. And we saw him sacrifice himself. And the way they shot that with him falling off backwards was
super slow-mo.
Was incredible. I mean,
and they even teased it a little bit, like he kind of went back and then he didn't, and then they went for it.
Everything about this episode I thought was perfection. Nothing was overly cliche. They gave us some happy endings, some sad stuff. And at the end of the day, Ji-hun's goal of showing that humanity still exists, there is still a reason to have faith in human beings. He showed that exists. And again, frontman, better, worse, or otherwise, kept up his end of the bargain. So I thought this season was perfection. And for me, as far as a series finale, I don't care what anybody says. You cannot ask for better than this. This was a perfect series finale. And how often do you get to say that?
No, and I think the fact that it was only 3 series makes it that much more legendary.
Well, you're not getting fatigue.
Yeah, because everybody's like, "Oh, did you see Squid Game? Yeah, it only went 3 seasons, but it was so incredible."
And it kept the pedal to the floor. There is no fatigue. They were able to keep a handful of main characters that, again, weren't off like doing other stuff, 8 seasons down the road. And look, for me, this was perfection. 3 seasons, perfect length. Could they have made a lot more money? Obviously. Could they do an American spinoff and people are going to watch it? They sure can. But as far as this series, perfection. The final season, perfection. And the final episode, look, we've watched a lot of series finales and just
they can make or break.
Kind of left with like, is that what we wanted? Is this how it goes? You have so many questions about what's next. The way they set us up with Kate, which was cool, was just kind of like it exists elsewhere. For me, it didn't need to be a teaser for, setting us up. Look, if they give us an American version, of course we're going to watch it. But it was nothing more than hey, this goes on everywhere. Yep. And I loved it. Absolutely loved it. They absolutely crushed this season and the series finale.
Yeah, bravo to everyone involved because, again, like I was saying in the intro, this series took the world by storm, and it was just everything that everybody was talking about. I mean, it made reactors explode. It made anything that touched their hands on this explode. And from season 1, seeing how devastating some of that stuff was, they kept the themes of devastation going through. I'm considering season 2 and season 3. Basically, season 2 is just a break, but they labeled it season 3.
Yeah.
But they kept the themes there again. They made sure they broke your heart in almost every way that they could. They made it entertaining, made you laugh, made you cry, made you smile, made you go, "Oh, what the shit!" They hit almost every single emotion that you could probably hit.
Tickled the senses.
And tickle the senses. So bravo to everyone involved because, damn, this was a damn good series. As far as this episode goes, with Ji-hun, of course, I didn't want him to die, but what an ultimate takeout for Ji-hun. And again, some stories just aren't meant for some characters to have a happy ending. And the deck was stacked against him ever since he stopped and wanted to come back and try to end it, because these players or the VIPs, everyone involved on the back end with the front man and everything, there was just too much to overcome for the most part.
Yep.
But you could be like, well, Dave, the player 11 got out, player 246 made it. What about that, right? So you can write that to either plot armor, luck for their lives if you're playing into the story. But I am actually kind of surprised 246 made it out, considering the amount of, what I was taking as this is a very well secure place. It's very well hidden. Nobody knows jack about this place except for those people that were involved. Mm-hmm. And those people that were involved always kept their mouth shut on the outside, which was always interesting too. And I know they were getting, their payment out of it too. So it was kind of like, how does one keep their mouth shut? Well, it's probably because no one's going to believe them. You can kind of go down the line on that.
If they do,
Yeah, so player 11, it was actually pretty cool. I had to go back, and I think it was 3x2. Player 11, when she was dressed as the bunny, gave the kid a sucker then, and then when she met her without the bunny suit, gave her a sucker when she met her again. So that was pretty cool on that front. Of course, player 11 and 246 kind of meeting up there again was pretty cool too. I almost wanted part of it for her to be like, hey, just so you know, that was me. But I get it's best that they didn't. I like how they kept that, like, he will never know who that really was that helped him get out. And then her story technically left open for us to think, okay, did she make it to get her kid? What kind of was there any complications? Did she not make it to get her kid? A lot of variables playing into that one. So the way they left her open on that was an interesting thought because now they leave the door open for a potential spinoff if they ever wanted to do one. Not even counting the American version here. Frontman, man, he was I think this is fair to say, man of honor. Yeah, he did some terrible fucking things, but it was, hey, this is my word, and he followed up on every single time. At least in my opinion, on their word.
Do you think any of that was because of Ji-han kind of getting to him a little bit, showing him the way Ji-han played the game, and you think that reflected a little bit on
maybe?
Frontman?
I mean, you can definitely interpretate that for sure. Yeah. He definitely had respect for him, 100%, because again, he got, in my opinion, emotional twice, one in the last episode, excuse me, and then obviously he came to pay respect to him here.
Did you interpretate?
Yeah.
He's just making up words.
Interpretate.
We could look it up.
And we can look it up. Answer makes up words all the time. And so with here, the way he gave that respect to him was pretty cool too. And then with the daughter, I feel like he didn't have to do that for the daughter to give her all that money. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm not surprised that he did do it, especially again with the way that the Squid Games have operated. Hey, if you don't want to play, don't play. Vote. Get yourself up. But everyone has to vote no. And
we are a democracy.
Yeah. And surprisingly enough, as brutal as these games are, Squid Games always left it into the palm of the players, and the players would always dictate how far they would make it for the most part. And then it was, well, at least from what we've seen, always one standing, and it was unique to have it the baby. Because at first, just the dynamic of what they showed us here of all the players, that baby gone. It's the easiest one we can get rid of. And gosh, when they weren't paying attention to that damn button,
you knew it.
You just knew, especially with the tussle and 333. Man, he was a dirtbag. I'm just surprised he made it as far as he did. But again, that was one of those things where you, like player 100. Just love to hate the son of a bitch.
Yep.
And then watching him go out the way he did was very satisfying too. And to whatever, I think it was you, Oak, he was ready. He was just ready to take the kid out, which is your own damn kid.
Yeah.
I know he probably didn't see it that way anymore, but still.
Money. They did have it where he was holding the baby and like he said, I'll do it. But you got kind of the vibe maybe he couldn't do it because if he was going to, he would just drop it and then it would be a fight with
kind of a bluff.
Well, he didn't do it. Yeah, that's exactly why he didn't do it. Because if he drops the baby and then they start the game,
and he's got to take.
Then he physically has to overpower Ji-han. Where if he gets Ji-han to back off, and then all he has to do is drop the baby. 333 is a piece of shit.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the surprise with Cate Blanchett at the end. Wow, that was unexpected. Amazing. That was cool. So really appreciate that they did that. But the way they did that though with Kate, it's like, is she going to be? Is this really going to happen? But if it doesn't happen, totally fine with it too. Because like you said, it's just an imagery to show you that this is
it's global.
Yeah. It's global. It's all around. It is never going to go away. No matter how many Ji-hans, you have trying to bring it down, it's going to take basically the same amount of army of the Squid Games to take it down. Otherwise, the games will always win. And I want to say credit to having Ji-han still believing in his humanity rather than sacrificing it for for whatever purpose here. So his death was a really poetic death, so to speak.
And Ji-han probably kind of felt like he was on borrowed time anyways. Like he was living a life he felt maybe he didn't deserve going back to the first Squid Game when he won, and it really wasn't his choice to win.
He was depressed.
His friend made the decision for him by taking himself out. So that might play into it as well with Ji-han. And then the thing with Kate at the end, what's fun with that is I think when you have a huge A-list actress or actor like her, it just makes that much more big than what it is. If they would just have some Joe Blow being there giving frontman the look, but when you have Kate doing it, there's that much more buzz about it. Even if it doesn't lead to anything, it's still great.
Well, and it was cool too because like the look she gave, it almost was like not like a full passing of the baton, but the nod.
Yeah.
It was just like,
it's like, I know you.
I know you. It's good to see you here, pal. You know, like this isn't going anywhere.
Teammates.
No,
Yeah.
it's
So
same team.
part of me almost wonders too, like, did frontman also have, like, what's his connections? How far do they reach past, the VIPs and whatnot too? So that was cool. And the brother, like, I think, Answer, you said it. Not only did he finally get to the island, but then he's climbing up a ladder.
Gone.
Whoop.
30 minutes.
29 minutes and some seconds left. I finally get here.
Yep.
And that was cool too.
After years.
Like the image of seeing him with the baby and then him going to check the debit card or credit card, whatever that was, and seeing that amount in there and then just his eyes like lighten up. Like, how do you... Like, I kind of said during the reaction, like, okay, at what stage of life when the kid, and this is the fun things to think about after, like, what stage of life does the kid be like, hey, tell me a little bit more about how my past, how did this get like this?
Well, here's the
How are we so well to do?
Like, how does that conversation go? Like, hey, maybe when you are 30 or 40 and we have a really good deep understanding, instead of telling you while you're super young, maybe we'll do like this, but I'll just give you trinkets, or like maybe it's like, hey, 18, I'll tell you everything because all this is going to you. Just fun stuff to think about.
Got to be careful because we all see how unearned money turns out for young people. Sometimes it's usually not always the best.
Ji-hun's daughter, like
like
the hate that she had for her dad, and then frontman's like, well, he went straight in for the truth. There was no dance around, which I appreciate on that front, because in some TV or movie, we see how the person delivering the bad news beats around the bush.
Like he's gone. Where is he? When's he coming back?
And then that's just it. Like they leave you on that like speculation for the character. But I'm glad after she got that out of her system out loud, he said it, and then like that stopped her in her tracks to think about it. She saw the card. And then drove off. So it's good to see. I think, Oak, you were saying, like, we got some happy endings there. But, man, I can see where some of you are mad. If you are mad and you wanted to see Ji-hun's story play out in a different light, can't fault you. But, again, some characters just aren't meant to have the happiest of endings.
Borrowed time. He knew what he was going in for. Yep, absolutely. Well, whoever wants to start the scoring.
I have it written out. Series... This season, 5s. Easy. There's a reason why it took over the world. It's because you just watch it. You'll understand. Amazing. Loved it.
Yeah, same for me. Easy 5. Again, I thought this was a perfect ending to the series. Season 3, or season 2.2 or whatever you want to call it, 2.1. Look, absolutely phenomenal. And as far as a series finales across the history of television shows, a lot of controversial series finales. People love them, they hate them, they're left bewildered. For me, this was a perfect series finale.
Yep, finales can be a make or break, and series like this absolutely delivered. Like I said, I think only having 3 seasons or 2, however you want to do it, makes it legendary. This will be a legendary series, remembered for a while. So 5 for me as well. I wouldn't have changed, I don't think much of anything except for maybe some fire protection equipment in the records room. But I digress.
Yeah, I know. Because again, we were kind of talking about the fan, the fire alarms, potentially like.
Part of me wants. I didn't harp on it too much during the reaction, but they did make some firearm mistakes at the end. He came into a room, his rear sight was flipped down, went into another room, his rear sight was flipped up, went into another room, it was down.
Well, let's not forget, this is the series that gave us going around picking up the magazines on the ground and not ripping the necklaces off.
And not ripping off the necklace.
So let's give them their credit.
We'll give them a little bit of credit for the rear sight being flipped up and down.
Yeah, this season 3, the whole thing. I can't remember what I gave.
There it is.
5. I mean, this show was just absolutely mind blowing from day one to the end of it. Bravo to all those. Bravo to the creator, because sometimes you make this stuff and you don't expect it to do what it did, and it did what it did, and it was awesome. What a ride! Can't wait to see if there are future things in the works. it will never touch what this was, but it'll still be fun to see how they can try to execute to even come close to what this was. So, man, bravo to all involved. Bravo.
Just like that.
Bravo.
And just like that, the journey's over. You guys all watched it. You guys probably all gave your scores. We did. Thank you for joining us. So for Apple and Oak, I'm Dave. That's Mason Quinn. I'm Course Answer. Good night, pals.
Bravo.